wanna flow with me. You are Thorn in my fucking side. You make me hide my fucking life.
What is up, everypone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at another My Little Pony horror AU. Now this account in particular might look quite familiar. If you were around when the channel started blowing up, I looked at an AU known as Pestraobia, which has 32 posts, and I think I looked at the majority of it. I'm not exactly too sure if anything else came from it. If there was any updates since part 2, let me know. It's been a while, so I figured there could have been. But I noticed something when I looked at Osushat's account. There's an AU here called Rewritten, which it's literally Pestraobia Rewritten. How cool is that? We have a rewritten version of Pestraobia. Now, I have no idea what to expect here, but before we jump into the video, please look in the description down below and check out the previous video. On October 9th, I made a reaction video to a pretty popular shock video upon YouTube known as Username 666, which I have seen over 10 years ago, but after revisiting, I learned a few key details about the video due to attempting to pay attention a little better than what I did when I was a child. So, make sure to check out the links in the description, but it's up to you guys, but I definitely recommend it. It was a pretty fun video to make, and the thumbnail was even more fun to create. I think it's one of my craziest thumbnails that I've made for a video, but hey, it is what it is. So, let's jump into Pestraobia Rewritten. There's only 5 posts, so it's going to be rather short, but I would rather have something a little bit short that's entertaining than something long that nobody's going to care about, which I think every AU, everyone's going to care about. I haven't seen an AU that's overfilled with large amounts of hate, so that's a good thing. That's a very good thing, but I am pretty excited. I am. So let's jump in to Pestraobia Rewritten and see what we've been missing out on. So here we are on Pestraobia Rewritten. I'm going to read the bio first. Rewritten Pestraobia. This was uploaded on June 4th, 2025, so it's actually not too old. It says, it only happens when it's nighttime. Usually, they'd go to houses with lights that are on, so we're safe. SN, let's pretend that I didn't struggle on a separate piece of this. So here we are, Pestraobia Rewritten. Oh good, you're awake now. You've been out for an entire week. To be honest, I thought you were dead. Maybe this shocking discovery on our hands knocked you out. I mean, I'd understand. After all, the last time you were here, you were a dog. Now things have completely changed. It's probably not a big deal. And then there's some silence on the top there. You're awfully quiet. Well, you did just wake up. Where exactly am I? Are we looking at this from Spike's perspective? My place. Here, hold this. It's hot chocolate. We, as in me, Fluttershy, and Applejack, found you unconscious near that cracked statue. I'm guessing this is like Equestria Girls, right? That's cool. Oh, that's adorable. We love little Spike's design here. Or is that even Spike? I don't know. I don't know. But if they're saying it's a dog, it's purple, and they have the green hair, I'm assuming it's Spike. Feel free to comment down below if I'm wrong. We couldn't just leave you there, so we brought you with us. You were kind of a drag, so we had to lay you down somewhere. Thank you, I guess. But I do have a question. What's up with your window? Oh, that. Well, currently, we're in quarantine because this rapid virus spreading around. I heard that someone brought it here, but never went to the doctor for help. And as you can see, a picture of Sunset popped up here, Sunset Shimmer. They were saying that they can't help or they don't know what they're doing. Something along the lines of that. All that I can freshly remember are the people who got sick afterwards. Most of them are in hospitals, but others are running around asking for other people to help them. They go as far as shattering windows, breaking doors open, and they will chase you down. Kinda reminds me of zombies a little. You're too calm about this, you know that? Good point, Spikeroo, good point. Actually, it's a pretty entertaining start. Pinky's kinda... I feel like there's like a sense of sarcasm with the way Pinky's like talking to Spike here. You're kind of being a drag, Spike. We had to lay you down. I don't know. Now we have part 2. There is a bio. Hands? Why do I have hands? And then it says SN. I stayed up till like 5 making this. I didn't think this would have taken that long. Then again, I made 2 more designs for this. So anyway, good night. I'll melt if this flops. Hopefully it doesn't, because we're looking at it. Yes, we are. I may have underestimated how severe the situation could get. But now that I think about it, I don't think there was anything that I could have done. It all happened in a flash. Quite literally. Luckily, no one was hurt, including me. Even though I was the closest. Things escalated quickly, although I can't remember well, since I was being rushed out of the room. By who? I still don't know. I was taken somewhere that I was familiar with, along with something or someone else. That's how I ended up here. And from the looks of it, it doesn't seem like I'm able to go back. Yeah, the mirror's kind of cracked. Yeah, that's a yikes. Silence. Something doesn't feel right. What the hell? What the hell? Why do you have hands, you say? That's what it says in the description. Okay. I think that might be Twilight or Spike. I'm not sure. They're both purple, so I don't know. I don't know. Guess we're gonna have to find out. The outbreak further progresses following a new report of 3 patients who had left the hospital during the night. Fortunately, 1 has been found, but the 2 still remain missing. Be cautious of your surroundings. They may still wander within the area. They are highly dangerous and should be reported immediately if either of 2 have been found. Russell. Little flash there. 4 have been bit by them, while 3 had a limb torn from them. 3 were willing to speak up about their encounter, and there's an infected. I don't remember your name, but I know the color scheme in your hair. You're one of the Dazzlings, right? Each of them has stated the same. They're out for blood, from what they know. And I love Flutter's design here. She's adorable, like per usual. A type that only a few have. The victims who've had a limb torn from them were not their targets. They're smart to a certain extent. They keep the ones they need whole, while the others must be left to rot, as they serve no purpose to them. However, their attacks are pointless. There's another Jesus Christ. Since their victims will be just like them over time. Don't tell me Flutters is done. This is disturbing. This imagery right here, this is a lot. Luckily, it doesn't really say anything in the description. It just says the crowbar is bothering me a lot. Which I don't see why. Are you just talking about the edges of it? Because it still looks pretty cool. Like, you know it's an AU. Nothing's going to be perfect, so I think it's fine. It's not an issue. But this is disturbing. This is crazy. Craziness, dude. Alright, let's see the next one. I'm going to read the description first. It just consistently repeats, it is 5:50 a.m., it's been hours, and then it says it's been hours like a dozen times, and then on the bottom it says, I still need to do the next episode. Take this for now. So we have some status updates. We have Pinkie Pie, who is an earth pony, or human, obviously, you know, because it's in the realm of Equestria girls. Status is healthy. Energy is full. Anxiety is empty. Happiness and health are full. Intelligence is that like full or in the middle? Because it's like not fully filled in, but little dots in the center of the circles. And strength is like a 4 out of 5. Despite the situation at hand, she is still as cheerful as before. It may be best for her to stay this way, considering her choice of defense. It looks like she has these little spiked balls here on the chains. I forgot the name. Isn't it like a mace or something? I don't recall. I know somebody's going to comment it, and people are going to be like, oh, you'll never see my comment. I literally heart react the majority of the comments I see, so I will. I will see your comment. I see you commenting right now. Oh, I just hearted your comment? You're welcome. Then you got Applejack, who's once again human, but Earth Pony by technicality. Status is healthy, energy's 4, anxiety's 3, happiness is 1, so she's pretty unhappy. Health is 5, intelligence is 4, strength is 5. A lot more straightforward than usual, but in times like this it's necessary. If you're slow, then you'll be left behind. As in, at the house. She's not heartless. Well, we love AJ here, so I wouldn't expect anything different. Fluttershy, status Pegasi. She's healthy. Energy is 2.5, anxiety is 4.5, happiness is 1, health is 5. Intelligence is 3.5, and strength is also 3.5. A crowbar is an interesting choice for someone who's almost afraid of anything. Blunt force wouldn't be the first thing to come to mind when thinking about her. I don't know. It is an AU, therefore an alternate dimension, meaning maybe that's her preferred weapon of choice. Maybe it's the something simple she can grab onto, and she has the skills to use it, clearly. That's why she's using it, right? That makes sense. Yeah, that is Spike. I was correct. He's a dragon. His status is healthy. He has a gun. He literally... Is that a silenced handgun? Energy is 5, anxiety is 2, happiness is 1, health is 5, intelligence is 2.5, and strength is 2. Stuck within another world, with no way back for now. But would it be wise to go back? Please, I know his clothes are bad, bear with me. Actually, they kind of suit him with his color scheme. I don't think his clothes are that bad, but give him a pair of jeans and I think it'd be really cool. I don't know, I feel like jeans would suit the shirt and the coloration. Or is that just me? I don't know. But on to the last slide. We're going to look at the little description. It's pretty short. What are you staring at? And then it says SN. I couldn't decide on the gas station colors. So, well, it's a gas station. I don't think it'd take too much thought. There's nothing else here that we need. Everything else that was on the list has been taken already. Mostly because of the prices only being $1. But it's not like people are actually paying for things. They just take and run. For crying out loud, there isn't even a cashier here. Seriously though, it would be best for us to leave. It's getting late and you know what Twilight has warned us about. If it gets too late, then it'll be easier for them to get us. Yes, we're armed, but it'd just be the 2 of us and I don't know. Hundreds of them? We can come back here tomorrow or at least a store. What the fuck? At that time, we could get the stuff we need and maybe the things you want. Rainbow Dash, are you even listening to me? I don't know what this is, but this is creepy. Unfortunately, that's it. Once again, I expected it to be pretty short. There's only 5 episodes. It says this was made on June 8th. Wait, no. Wait, what? Are these out of order? Because this was made on June 4th. The final part here was made on June 8th. Or is that on purpose? I mean, either way, I don't think it really matters much because it didn't show too much from the story besides what's in the beginning. So it works. It kind of works out. I don't know. Or I could just be tripping because I'm not exactly the brightest person. I'm pretty dumb, but I like to say that with pride. Some people would say that I'm a bit of a moron, but I look at that as a way of being entertaining and not caring what people think, unless it's positive or beneficial to me. Even if people don't like me, I don't really mind. They're still human, so I care about them, but just not in the way they want me to feel about them on how they feel about me. Am I babbling? Yes. Are you upset about it? Some people, yes. Some people, no. Why are you upset about it? Because I'm annoying? Good. I don't know. I really don't. I thought I'd just make, like, small conversation. Once again, another awkward moment within an AU reading. What is wrong with me? I feel like when it comes to commentary lately, it's like I've gotten so dull that I have to try to make, like, something out of thin air, and then it's, like, awkward. It's, like, completely awkward. But if we actually talk about the AU itself, obviously Osus Hat has experience. If you've seen anything on Pestraobia, it's an absolutely fantastic AU. In my opinion, one of the all-time greats within My Little Pony horror AU history or infection AU history. I think Osus Hat has a very impressive AU with Pestraobia, and having it rewritten, it's going to take time, you know? It's not going to be something that happens like a snap of a finger. It's not going to be super straightforward and soon. So I would expect it to take time, but once again, the artwork is absolutely fantastic. I really like the direction that the AU's going, especially with the Equestria girls. Because one thing I'm going to tell you is obviously some people could choose to rush an AU, and if that's what you really want to do, like you just want to put yourself in the position where you want to push out episodes left, right, left, right, left, right, because it's what makes you happy, do what makes you happy. That's completely okay. Everything has flaws, and sometimes you have to accept those flaws in order to be truly happy with yourself. But for those that decide to take a lot more time within episodes, because this hasn't been worked on since June, and there's two possibilities here. Osus Hat could be on hiatus from, well, there's actually three. Osus Hat could be on hiatus for it, or two, they could be working on the next episode as we speak, but it's taking a lot of time, or they could have low motivation, or this or that, or there's a possibility that they just kind of ended it outright. But a big part of me feels like that last one isn't really on the table, because I don't think Osus Hat would give up on something that soon. As you can see, they have something here called, how do you pronounce that? Anemoa? Anemoa? Anemoia? Anemoia? It's not, I don't know if I can consider this an AU, but I've seen a few things here. I do want to look at this, but it has 27 posts. Pestraobia has 32 posts. Art, 9 posts. Stories, 4 posts. And, wait, didn't I also, like... Oh, I literally looked at this one, the FMI FNUS AU. It was kind of short, but it was about Derpy, so hey, it was cool, it was cool. But I feel like when it comes to something Pestraobia related, I don't think Osus Hat would give up on it. So I think just in due time, they're going to figure out something, and it's going to get absolutely insane. So if you really enjoyed this AU, it'll be linked in the description down below. Go check it out for yourselves. Really solid start to an AU so far. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. It's a lot of fun. I like the style. I really like Spike's design. He's adorable. He's a silly little guy. But it's up to you guys. I don't know. I don't know, bro. Am I sleep deprived? Is that the reason why I'm not doing this? Don't start commenting. I see you commenting. James, get some sleep. It's important. Stop. Calm down. No need. No need. I'm fine. I always get sleep. I sleep for like 8 to 10 hours a day, and I somehow still feel sleep deprived sometimes. But hey, it's okay. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you did. Dislike if you didn't. It's completely okay either way. It's up to you guys at the end of the day, to be quite honest. If you really enjoy the content on this channel, though, hit the bell icon next to the subscribe button. It would mean the absolute world to me. And the reasoning for why is, one, you guys will get notified of anything I upload. And that's one thing I gotta say about YouTube, is being an AU content creator, which I don't directly make them, but I do have plans to hopefully have one in the works. Not gonna say much right now. Perhaps I've said too much. Maybe, I don't know. But like, I do a lot of readings, and obviously people love the readings, but YouTube, I noticed something about YouTube. YouTube doesn't push out my non-AU related content as much. So if you have that like notification system on, you'll get notified when I upload absolutely anything to the channel. And you never know, some of my content might put a smile on your face when you thought it wouldn't. You never know. Take a chance, but it's up to you guys. It's not being forced. But that's all I gotta say, so I hope y'all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.
Oh my god, I don't think